I want to take a few minutes to talk about our ministry personnel approval process. At Chalmers, we have this policy in place. We need to make sure that our ministry personnel, our volunteers and staff within our children and youth ministries are well equipped and well prepared for what they're being asked to do and how to care for our children well. In order to do that, we have an approval process that new volunteers will be asked to go through. You may be a new volunteer, and this is part of this process where you're now being trained through these videos and the questions that you'll be asked to answer about these videos. That's part of our training process in the Plan to Protect. You may be someone, you may also be someone who has already been a ministry personnel in one of our ministries, and you're just going through this process again because every year we do ask that our ministry personnel do a revisiting of our Plan to Protect to ensure that you understand it, that you know it, and that you're able to follow it well. And so our ministry personnel are adults who are 18 and up, who have gone through a variety of things, including police checks, interviews, this type of training. We also will allow for youth assistants who are 12 to 17 years old to be part of our children or youth ministries, and we see them as vital parts. We don't ask that they do all of the training, however, we would ask that they would watch these videos to be well equipped for how to protect children. And so the qualifications of an adult ministry personnel, they would be the following things. Number one, we would ask that every ministry personnel be attending Chalmers Community Church for at least 6 months. The reason why we have this 6-month rule is because we want you as an individual to make sure that this is the right place for you. Within 6 months of coming to a church regularly, you'll be able to know the flavor, know the personality of our church family, and you'll be able to know whether this is the right place for you to invest or not. After 6 months, we also have a good sense of who you are, and we can help you to make sure that wherever you invest your time and energy, it's the right place for you. We will also train all of our ministry personnel in the Plan to Protect, which is what you're going through right now. Not only will we train you when you first become a ministry personnel, when you first begin volunteering, but we will also ask that you go through this process every year. And it's not a hard process, but we ask that you would go through this process of relearning the Plan to Protect in order that you would be able to fulfill it, so that you would be able to know what's in our plan and how best to keep our children safe. On top of the training, we would also ask that you would get a police check, including vulnerable sector screening. And the police checks are good for 2 years within our organization. If you do not have a police check yet, please talk to one of our ministry, either the ministry team leader or one of the pastoral staff, and we will ensure that you have the right letter from our church in order to get that. You will also be interviewed by one of our pastoral staff just so that we can get to know you and make sure that this is the right fit for you. You'll ask to sign a ministry covenant to ensure that you're able to, that you agree with the Plan to Protect and that you will agree to follow that plan. And once you've done all those things, you'll be accepted by the Board of Elders. And if there are any issues at that time, the board will discuss those with you. Now, for our Sunday school leaders, for those who are leading our Sunday school, we also ask that you would be members of Chalmers Community Church. And if you are not a member of our church right now, and you're wanting to invest in our Sunday school by being a Sunday school leader, I would encourage you to talk to one of the pastoral staff, and we would be happy to talk to you about what membership means and how you might go about that.